All right, a report came out in the Free Press. I forget the writer's name. I hadn't really seen him before. I've been seeing them lately, and they're reporting that the Detroit Pistons will not consider Chauncey Billups for the head GM job. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Don't forget to check out our Detroit Piston playlists. We have Piston Talk. We also have Pistons 101. That's our live stream videos we do about the Pistons. And I might even go live tonight talking about this more. But yeah, they saying that they want to, have Chauncey occupy the assistant GM position, and Chauncey's not going to do that. Straight up and down, I tell you that right now. Chauncey is not coming here. He's not leaving a job at ESPN to work under somebody that's working under somebody else. Okay? And people say, oh, it's a great job. He doesn't have experience. Neither did Rob Pelinka or Leon Rose in New York. And Rob Pelinka, Knicks with Leon Rose, I think his name is, the old sports agent. And Rob Pelinka didn't have experience neither. Chauncey Billups has, over 10 years of experience playing the NBA as an NBA player. You know what I'm saying? James Jones with the Phoenix Suns don't have that much experience, and Elton Brand don't have that much experience. So Chauncey Billups is not going to work under somebody that's working under somebody else. And let me explain that. The general manager that they're going to hire is still going to be working under Ed. Ed wants to do minimum work, but he wants to come in and put his touch where he get all the credit. We all work for somebody like that. We do the work, and then they take the credit for the work being done. That's what Ed Stefanowski want to do. What Ed needs to do is be the general manager, hire assistant general manager, and do it that way. See, Ed don't want the title because Ed doesn't want to put the work in. Ed is more like Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was a part-time GM, and that's why Rob Pelinka was talking about him behind his back. Oh, excuse my neck hurt. Oh, he don't want to be in the building. He leaving early, and Magic say, shit, man, I got $1 billion businesses to run. I ain't making much doing here. I'm going to go where the money at. You know what I'm saying? And they got mad at Magic because Magic didn't want to be a full-time general manager because Magic still wanted to run his businesses and make his money. And Ed Stefanowski, that's what he want to do. Ed has been the general manager. Just like I told y'all with the Lions, Matt Patricia's been a defensive coordinator. Pasqualoni or Udalin, Matt Patricia is the defensive coordinator. It's just a title. You know what I'm saying? It's just a title. And with Ed Stefanowski, he is the GM. In actuality, in reality, he's hiring 2 assistant GMs to work under him. You got to see through the smoke. All right? You got to be smarter than that. And Chauncey Billups wasn't going to come here and work up under no Ed Stefanowski. Straight up and down. He wasn't going to come here and work up under him to begin with. And he really not about to come here and work up under somebody that's working up under somebody else. Tayshaun Prince, why would I leave Memphis? We seen the last guy that was assistant general manager, Malik Rose. He did everything they probably asked him to do. And guess what? He still wasn't going to get the GM position. So he left and took a job with the NBA. So we see they don't operate on the faith system here. Malik Rose should be the GM because he sat there, he learned, he did what Ed told him to do. And when it was time to give him a promotion, and they told him that, he would have to be, he would be interviewed with the rest of the candidates, Malik Rose said, no, I'm leaving. I'm not about to sit here and be your whipping boy. I'm not going to sit here and watch y'all hire somebody outside the organization. And that's how corporate America works. Instead of promoting within your average corporate America business, they promote within. They'll rather hire somebody on the outside. They don't know nothing, and they want you to train the person on the outside on how they do stuff in the organization. And that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. And that's what Malik Rose jumped, got out of here and took a job at the NBA. And the same thing with Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups not about to leave his job at ESPN where, he got it good. He got it made like Special Ed and go work up under somebody else. He wasn't going to take the job to begin with and work up under Ed Stefanowski. He going to go somewhere to run the show. He could have been in Cleveland. Cleveland didn't care if he had experience or not. He turned the job down. Minnesota didn't care if he had experience or not. He turned the job down. And he was interested in the job, but Ed wants to run the show. And he's not going to get a Masai Ujiri or Sam Presti. He's not going to get anybody that's a current general manager or is a general manager that actually built the NBA team or who has the potential to build the NBA team because he don't want to step aside. He don't want to play his position. play your role is very, very important in life. He just don't want to be the advisor. He wants to be the general manager. In reality, he is hiring 2 assistant general managers. If I'm Tayshaun, I don't leave Memphis to be an assistant general manager. I hope that I get upgraded. What if Ed get fired? What if Tom sell the team? Then what? I'm not uprooting my family in Memphis unless I'm getting a shot at a real general manager job. Same thing for Chauncey. I'm not stop working at ESPN with Walt Disney unless I know I'm getting a full job. And that's the issue that they have. They didn't have no problem letting Jordan Bowers and Stan Van Gundy run the show. Or Jeff Bowers, run the show. It's a fact. But for y'all hoping Chauncey take this job, Chauncey is not about to take an underboss job. Chauncey was never going to take the job to begin with. Now, you might hope that Tayshaun take the job and come back to Detroit, but I don't think Tayshaun wants to come back to Detroit. They brought to my attention that I remember he made these comments saying that, he hated coming back to Detroit the second time around because they wasn't winning, I would guess. But that's just my opinion on it, man. Ed is going to stop you from getting any respectable general manager here. But he's done a good job. As far as with the assets that he's had. You know what I'm saying? He's made a lot of mistakes too, but who doesn't? They should have traded Blake Griffin last year's trade deadline. They should have traded Drummond last year's trade deadline. They should have did all that. But it's maybe more Tom Gore's. His objective was trying to make the playoffs and try to, make a playoff run. But, when your owner don't know nothing about basketball, you feel me? He should just step back and let Ed make the decisions. But I don't think they're going to get anybody that's a big name to come here. In actuality, they are hiring 2 assistant general managers. And that's going to be the issue with the Pistons. Ed is still going to run the show. So, and he should just hire, 2 guys and groom them. But the problem is, he can groom them all he wants to. As long as Ed is with the organization, he's still going to oversee. He's still going to make the final decision. And dudes are not going to have the freedom of will to build the team the way they want to build the team. They always going to have to look over their shoulder or get the cosign from Ed. And Ed got to get the cosign from Tom. Usually you just got to get the cosign from Tom because he's the owner. So, but whatever. I'm not saying it won't work and the Pistons won't be successful because Ed has made some good moves and I think he made some not so good moves. But I think the not so good moves he made was due to Tom Gore's, the Kevin Porter Jr. situation, keeping Blake and Drummond past the expiration date. I believe that was, Tom Gore's one to win and this, that, and the third. But, he won't get anybody prominent. You won't get no big names. But it's okay if you don't get the big names. What if Ed is the best candidate that's available right now or the best candidate out here for the Pistons? Then I just like to see Ed say, I'm the general manager. And I'm hiring 2 assistant general managers. I'm going to groom to eventually take over my position. That's all he got to say. But as far as Chauncey Billups and Tayshaun Prince or, some people want Joe Dumars or Masai Ujiri or Sam Presti, or you want a big name to come here, Kenny Smith, Reggie Miller, Kevin Garnett, Sharif Abdul-Rahim. As far as any of those dudes coming to Detroit, that's not going to happen. You're going to look at a lot of the smaller guys, a lot of the guys that's going to look at this as a promotion, but it's really not. The Mark Hughes, the Wes Wilcox, the dude from Phoenix. A lot of these other dudes, that's assistant managers that's going to get the title as general manager. They still just going to be assistant manager, but just making general manager pay. An assistant manager just going to be the assistant manager. You feel what I'm saying? So, Ed has continued to rule supreme over this organization. Not saying it's a bad thing, but you won't land no big names to work up under Ed Stefanowski, and that's just the God honest truth. So you can cancel Chauncey Billups out for the Detroit Pistons organization. He's not coming here to be an assistant manager. And for the fans saying that, Chauncey don't have no experience, it's a lot of guys around the NBA who don't have an experience running a franchise, but they got a job. And I say Leon Rose and Rob Pelinka are too. James Jones don't have a lot of experience, but he running Phoenix. Elton Brand don't have a lot of experience. He just retired not too long ago, but he running the Philadelphia 76ers. Doc Rivers was a head coach. He didn't have a lot of experience being a full-time GM, but he was the full-time GM and the full-time head coach for the Los Angeles Clippers for a while. He didn't have that great of a background or experience. But ultimately what was going to stop Chauncey and the big name from coming is working under Ed. That's it. Answering to Ed. Nobody wants to answer to somebody else in a job like this. I want to build this team in my vision. I want to create it and mold it how I want to create it. Excuse me, Nick Curtin. That's how the guys want to come in. You're not gonna get anybody. You know, and Malik Rose exit should have, you know, told everybody and signaled everybody that, you know, it was gonna be an issue. It was gonna be a big issue. Because he was under the impression that he was being groomed, and this was being said in reports. He was under the impression that he was gonna get the job. And when they opened up a full job search and they had a track list of names, he said, "Oh, so they're gonna go outside the organization. I got an interview for a job, and I'm not good enough, and I sat here for years to get this job. I'm out." You know, he wasn't gonna get full reign over this franchise, and Ed is still gonna be looking over their shoulder. Ed is gonna be making the final decisions. And my whole thing about it is, Ed Stefanowski, however you pronounce your name, people say, "You're not saying it right." I can give a fuck how I'm saying his name. Win something, I get it right. But with Ed, just say you're the general manager and you looking for 2 assistant general managers. And people that's in position of power, like he is, they don't give that power up. It's going to be up to Tom Gores to fire him. So if you're going to be the general manager and quote unquote the assistant general manager of the Detroit Pistons, you know, you're going to be working under Ed for a long time. And Ed ain't going nowhere. Ed is in the pocket with Tom Gores. Straight up and down. Ed has got his ear. You working for Ed Stefanowski and Tom Gores right now. That's just the reality of the situation. So for people hoping Chauncey or Tayshaun coming in and being the general manager, I don't see them leaving their place of employment right now. Tayshaun in Memphis and Chauncey and ESPN to come be the assistant general manager, to work up under the general manager who working up under Ed. So I don't see that happening. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the situation. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you need to reach out, Twitter is the fastest way. Then Facebook, then IG in this situation. You know, those right there. But if you want to make a donation, best way to donate is share the video. If you want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal, description. Appreciate everybody who do donate. Let me know what you think about the video, what you think about the topic. And I don't see Chauncey Billups coming here one time for the one time. We go.